Hello, my name is Kelly Morris. I'm here today to talk about the Boss RC-505 loop station. I'm going to show you how I like to set up the loop station before I create a song. I like to have specific effects in the specific places so that way I can kind of go to them very quickly and have a nice smooth transition between my loops and create a really nice kind of on-the-fly song. So the first thing I like to do, and the cool feature that the RC-505 has, is you can play multiple effects at one time, but it's not set up automatically like that. So what I do is I go into the memory setting and I use the arrows and I arrow over to input effects first, which is these right over here. It's set to single and you just pop it right over to multi using the memory value knob. And then you do one more arrow over. And these are the track effects over here. And right now it's at single, and I'm going to put it to multi. So now I have the ability to have multiple input effects playing at the same time and multiple track effects playing at the same time, which is really cool. Or you can just play one at a time or two at a time. The next thing I do is I set up specific effects to the different corresponding letters. I usually have the C right here. I usually always have that on reverb. The loop stations have a ton of effects, so you have a lot to pick from. And on the middle one, I usually start out with something like a filter on my middle one, and if I'm doing a song and I want to change input effects, that's usually the one I'll go to and I'll adjust. But I first like to have it at filter. The last one, my low end, my A, I like to have that on guitar to bass. And so now I always know if I want to put in a bass effect, I've got it right here. This is the one that changes, usually filter or slicer. I also like ring modulator. Oh. And then also I have C is usually always reverb. And then for track effects, there's a set few that I like to have in certain spots as well. A is already on beat repeat, which is what I like to keep there. B, I like to change this to the slicer. I love the slicer effect. And you can change these to whatever you want. And again, it has a lot of track effects as well that you can choose from. And there's my slicer. And C, I usually keep as a filter. All right, cool. So that's how I like to set up my RC-505 before I do each one of my looping songs. So thanks for watching. Stick around for the next video. I will teach you how to create a very basic loop. And my name is Kelly Morris.